Thousand Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl, Nelly Nell.
And this your girl, Nay. What it do, boo?
That's right. All right, we are recording back again. We're recording on Saturday, so I would ask you how was your weekend, but we are actually in the middle of a weekend. So,
and it's tiring already. It's tiring. I told Janae yesterday that there needs to be a third day in the week. On the weekend, there needs to be a third day. Yeah, not just Saturday and Sunday. We need to make up a day.
Yeah, make up a day or just make it a 4-day work week.
Add a new day.
A lot of people have been pushing for this 4-day work week and then 3 days
I have
off.
seen that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just tired because last night, because I wanted to get it over with because I knew today we had a busy day. So last night after I finished my 4 classes that I had to teach, by the way, some teacher didn't show up, so I subbed for them. Anyway.
Nice.
So after I finished at 10, I had to do Janae hair. So I took out the braids, I washed it, I blow dried it, I detangled it, and then I did the at-home silk press. And this was her first time having
the at-home one.
Yeah, the at-home one. My first time doing it. I watched a lot of videos, so I knew what I was doing.
YouTube University.
Yep. And so we didn't go to sleep till about 2:40, right?
Wow.
Mind you, we had to be up at 8 because my son has baseball practice. And then we had the girls, they in ballet. So they had to be back and forth to ballet 4 different times today because they're getting ready for their recital. So, and then I have homework to do on top of that. I was able to get one assignment completely done. So I'm trying, before my other 4 classes tonight, I'm trying to do another assignment. And then I still got to read the lesson that I got to teach tomorrow in junior church. So I'm swamped.
Yeah, y'all are always swamped, especially when I go there. But my Saturday, I don't know if you can tell that I'm pretty much talking out of my nose because I started to get sick with what I think is like a cold and just some congestion on Thursday night. But I am going out tonight, which is insane. I told you that story before we started to record. But I am going out, but it's going to be low key. I'm not bar hopping. We going in one spot, get a few drinks, play a few games because this spot has like different games and stuff like that, just hanging out. But yeah, tomorrow I will be home watching football all day. And yeah, that would be my weekend. And then next weekend is my last weekend here in New York for like a week because then I come to Palm Beach for that whole week, the 22nd through the 29th. And I'm also planning in a group chat, planning this end of the year trip. We don't know if we're going to Mexico or Aruba, and it's very frustrating. But I think we landed on Mexico, at least since last night. Tomorrow it can change. But yeah, so that's been my weekend. And I think, well, now we won't get into that. Anyway, so let's get into some weekly updates. So by now, everybody know that Cam Newton signed back with the Panthers. Kudos to Cam. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go back, even though it's ugly. That's why some couples, they go back. They go back together.
They double back. That's what it's called.
Yeah, and we don't be knowing why, but they do that. I was actually watching this today. I binge watched season 2 of Love Life on HBO Max. It's really good. You have to see it because this season is about a totally different person. The girl from the first season pops in and out, but it's about a guy. So it's his love life throughout the 10 episodes. It's real. It's very real. Okay. OBJ side with the LA Rams.
Yay.
I think that was still the MVP.
Yeah, he is. I think that was a good move because the Rams on fire. They might be going to the Super Bowl this year. Y'all might need to watch out.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go to a contender. He didn't want to go to a Jets.
He went to one of the top one. He went to one of the top contenders.
He did. Okay, and then
now I need him to act. Sorry, now I need him to actually show up and show out. Your
Please
daddy
do.
didn't do this in vain,
No,
sir.
he did not. No, he did not. So, former NFL running back Frank Gore is set to fight ex-NBA guard Darren Williams. I remember both of them as a part of Jake Paul's undercard. When I think Jake Paul's next fight is in December, so that's actually going to be pretty soon. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have an episode about that fight.
Yeah, so that means they fighting like right, but they're one of the openers. That's that.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
That's what the undercard means. Yeah.
I don't know, but okay, I'll watch it.
Frank Gore and Darren Williams seems soft, but we'll see what happens because he light skinned. You know them light skinned guys be soft.
The pretty boys, yeah, he's a fancy boy.
Anyway, the Green Bay Packers were fined $300,000, and Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazard was fined only $14,650.
That's BS.
I could pay that.
Okay.
That ain't nothing. I can't pay that. That ain't nothing. That's a penny to Aaron Rodgers. That's probably not even a game check. Like he probably get more per game than $14,650. That's crazy. I don't like that at all. But at least he got some kind of quote unquote punishment, but that's still nothing.
They had to do something.
Yeah. Anyway, did you see Jokic and Morris? Okay, so they fouled each other. Jokic was suspended for 1 game, and Morris was fined $50,000.
But he was defending him. Go ahead.
Jimmy Butler was fined $30,000 for attempting to escalate the altercation.
Jimmy would do it every time.
He was doing it. Did you see they was waiting outside their locker room? Like the Miami Heat players are thug. Wait, I don't want to say thug. They what goons. Miami Heat player are goons. Okay, they was waiting outside of that the other team's locker room, and I was like, all right now, but obviously nothing happened. But yeah. Because I'm still on the Joker side.
Me too. I agree with everything that our Uncle Shannon said about it. Because first of all, he was really far from the hoop. And you wanted to foul him. You know, people go up to foul, people just slap their wrist or their hand. Yeah. He did a hard foul for no reason. Jokic wasn't even gonna make the shot, first of all, because he was 3 miles. He was 3 miles away from the shot, the hoop. So yeah, hey, what he said, one cheap shot deserves another one.
Yeah, and you can't get mad at the Joker because his shot was worse. Like I was telling you the other day, don't be mad at me if you disrespect me at a level 5 and then I come back and disrespect you at a level 10. No, you can't dictate how I react to your disrespect. Okay? Correct. Anyway, the son of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got sentenced to only 6 months in jail for stabbing a neighbor. Okay? I wanted to do a full story on this, but I was like, that's the son, and you know we don't mess with the kids. He wasn't in the NBA, so I didn't want to mess with him. But that article was not nice, and he only got 6 months. A lot of people saying that's a slap on the wrist for him, but obviously a lot of people use their quote unquote privilege to get away with stuff. So hey, correct. At least thank God the person didn't die.
Did you finish? Oh, this off topic, but did you finish that Breakfast Club interview with Soulja Boy?
Yes, I did.
It's very hilarious, correct?
And we can talk about it later, but yes, I did.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, let's get into our main story. We talking about none other than former NFL coach Jon Gruden. So it came out this week that he is suing Roger Goodell and the NFL. He claims the NFL leaked emails as a part of a malicious and orchestrated campaign to destroy his career. Leaked racist and anti-gay emails in an attempt to destroy the career and reputation of Jon Gruden. The lawsuit also alleges that the NFL leaked additional emails to the New York Times to ensure Gruden would be fired and claimed Gruden was forced to resign. Now, I'm going to read the statement from his lawyers. It says, Jon Gruden has filed suit against the National Football League and Commissioner Goodell in the 8th Judicial District Court in Clark County, Nevada. The complaint alleges that the defendant selectively leaked Gruden's private correspondence to the Wall Street Journal and New York Times in order to harm Gruden's reputation and force him out of his job. There is no explanation or justification for why Gruden's emails were the only ones made public out of the 650,000 emails collected in the NFL's investigation of the Washington football team, or for why the emails were held for months before being released in the middle of the Raiders season. So they might have a point that why did y'all hold them back and wait till the Raiders had a winning season? And also, out of the 650 emails reviewed as a part of the investigation, why were only the ones sent by Gruden were leaked? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is, be that as it may, okay? You still did it. It don't, why you worry about everybody else? I always tell the kids, worry about yourself. Don't come tell me about what Braylon doing or what Janae doing. Worry about yourself. You worry about the wrong people because you still did it at the end of the day. So what are you trying to say? They ain't lie. They ain't lie.
No, they did not. He's trying to say, first of all, y'all wasn't even investigating me. Y'all was investigating another team and y'all saw those emails. But yeah, like you said, that still don't mean that the emails wrote themselves. Like, you're still homophobic and a little racist. But you can't even be a little. You're either it or you're not. So what is you? What is you? Okay? And so he said this whole campaign, which he probably said they tried to probably cover up something else. Because why did nothing else come out regarding the Washington football team? If that's who y'all was investigating, why I'm the one getting fired? And I have nothing to do with that organization, sir. I need you to investigate who you were investigating.
I need you not to leave a paper trail. Who writes stuff like that in the email?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you have got to be the dumbest person to write something down like that, or to keep a paper trail of crimes or of stuff like that. It's just insane to me. I always tell people you have to be very, very smart to be a criminal.
Or he's walking in his privilege. Some people think they can do stuff and get away with it and it not be punished for it, or they say if they do be caught that they still won't be punished for it because they live with this privilege. Like, okay, yeah, I did it, but because of who I am or how much money I make or whatever, I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. Like, i.e. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron did not say he was vaccinated. But anyway, Jon Gruden, like, anyway, who would want to play for him knowing that he said these things anyway? Yeah. So he ruined his career, not Roger Goodell or the NFL. You did. Because now ain't nobody going to want to play with you. The people on the parents of the Pee Wee players in your town, your community, ain't even going to want to play with you as a coach. So you're done. Dead, buried, casket.
Not casket. Okay, so you think he should just go out quietly and go live in the suburbs somewhere far, far away?
No, because I wouldn't. So if you I know I was playing devil's advocate, but no, if you put me in a corner or push my back against the wall, I'm going balls. Yeah, I'm going balls to the wall. I'm gonna come out scratching and clawing. Okay,
everybody, like, I was going down with you.
Everybody going down with the ship, like that man on New Jack City. If I'm going down, like if Nino going down, everybody coming down with me. That pretty boy that work at the bank, you going down too. Okay. Yeah, like I was just telling you, when this guy got fired at our job, he went out on top. You gonna remember me, and that's what Jon is doing. So I can't be mad at him for that, but you still did it, sir. So when you doing all this other stuff is a distraction to the focal point of the issue, sir. You're racist and you're homophobic.
So, but do you think that it was a plan to destroy him? And if so, why would they destroy him out of all the other coaches?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who are you? I'm confused. There's teams that got way better records than you. So I don't know what you're talking about. You destroyed you when you type them words, when your little fingers, your fat little fingers, type the letters to the email that was written. That was you. Nobody's trying to destroy you. You destroyed you. You better hope your wife don't leave you, because you know how how this stuff happens.
They do that and then take half of everything. They do that in the midst of trouble. Well, I'm drinking Moscato, by the way. I forgot to ask what you were drinking. But yeah, people leave their husband and spouses during the midst of trouble because they be wanting to get far away from it. No, you knew he was who he was when you married him. He was who he was, and you knew it and didn't care. Okay. Oh, also to the people, I binge watched, I think on Thursday, I binge watched the Colin Kaepernick Netflix series on Netflix. It was amazing. And the fact that he's only 34, which is a year younger than us, and went through what he went through was insane. I'm like, and I was texting Kim. I was like, Kim, I didn't know, because she hadn't seen it yet either. But I was like, I didn't know he younger than us and went through such and such. And she was like, yeah, you probably went through it and didn't notice it, especially us going to FSU. I'm pretty sure people said something or did stuff to you and you just probably didn't notice. And I was like, yeah, it must have went over my head because I can't. The only thing I can name, and I named her one thing, which is something that happened after college. And I was like, that's the only thing I can name that I went through. But anyway, all that's to say, to our listeners, if you are a fan of Colin Kaepernick or not even a fan, it's still a good to see how somebody grew up. That's all I was saying. It just goes through his high school career. Anyway, do you think Jon Gruden deserves a second chance in the NFL? Or no, even as a high school, college, pee-wee coach, anything?
The only type of team Jon Gruden need to be coaching is in the backyard of his son, throwing and catching him the ball, okay? Because no other player is going to want to be on a team where he's the captain or the coach, because I wouldn't want my son on that team with him, because I don't want to end up having to punch him in the face.
Oh, goodness.
Okay? So no, he gonna be in his backyard throwing and catching the ball from his son if he has a son. If not, then his daughter, grandson, whatever. It's going to be somebody related to him. Okay. It's going to be a bloodline. Okay. That's it. No, he's done. He can't come back. Who going to want to play for him?
He had one of the biggest contracts. Like he had what, 100,000 for 10 years? Wow. Anyway, let's get to our next story. I'm pretty sure we will be hearing more about that in the weeks to come, because this is about to get ugly. He taking everybody down with him. He said, I'm going down, y'all going down too. Okay. So this next story, we could just kind of touch on this because I don't have all the details. It's like a lot of gruesome detail, but the running back Dalvin Cook was slapped with abuse allegations. And Dalvin Cook, he is a Minnesota running back. He went to FSU. His former girlfriend filed a lawsuit against him alleging battery, assault, and false imprisonment. And Dalvin recently came out with a press conference, and he said he was the victim, right? Mm-hmm. And he says, I know, okay, wait, no, not that one. Hold on. He says he was the victim, right? But then in the details that have come so far in the investigation, the girl let out some text messages that they said back and forth. One of them was a picture of her bruises on her face. And to that, he replied, I know what I did can't be rewind, but I just want you to know I'm sorry. I love you so much, despite you thinking I don't or never did, but I do. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And if you want to go to the police, I respect that. I'll take my punishment for what I did. So if that is from him, that's him admitting he did something, correct? Unless those text messages are doctored.
That's crazy.
And when I read the article, it was very vivid in my mind what he allegedly did to her. It's like they would go through breakups and stuff on and off. So she saw a picture of this girl in his apartment, I guess. And I guess she recognized that was his apartment. So the next day she supposedly went there to get her stuff out the apartment, why people be there. I mean, why anybody do that when a person is in the house? I don't know. I will wait till they leave, but that's just me. So while she was trying to gather her things, supposedly he attacked her, like threw her up against the wall, was punching her, blood was gushing everywhere. He basically said she didn't let her leave, so that's the false imprisonment part. It just pretty much beat her up for a long time.
Wow.
And yeah, but he says he the victim, so he alleging she beat him up and falsely imprisoned him. So they gonna go back and forth.
Are you serious?
This is what he said. So that's why I was about to say, since he said he's the victim, should he be filing a countersuit against her?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to do if he have a good lawyer. But if he don't have any proof of bruises, and plus I'm pretty sure he's bigger than her, how can she imprison him unless she had a weapon?
That's true. I think she said she had mace. She had took mace with her, or got mace out of the garage or whatever, because she went through the garage and she got mace just in case. But yeah, that was the article I read was very scary. Like they be, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but let's just say it was true. They be beating on these girls like they men on the street. Like you in love with this girl, you know her. Like, why would you do that just because she want to break up with you because you cheated? How you gonna get mad at her for something you did? And I hate to report it because he went to our alma mater, but geez. Do you think he should be suspended while the investigations take place?
Yes, without pay. Without pay, yes. He can't be getting rewarded. No, you cannot just continue to live your life. This girl is probably devastated, probably never trust anybody again. She probably have nightmares. No.
PTSD.
Yes. No. She should be suspended until the investigation is done.
It's crazy, but I think they most likely, I don't think it'll go to trial. I think he'll just probably settle it out of court. In his press conference, the reporter asked him, did he know this was going to come out before it did? He was like, no, I heard about it just when y'all did, when it was in the paper. That's when I heard about it. I'm like, this don't look good. And she got pictures. And she said when she finally was able to leave the next day, she went to the airport with covering her bruises with a hoodie, a mask, and some glasses on. And then she said when she, I guess, got somewhere, she went to a hospital, but told them, she made up a story about, she got into an ATV accident. And she said, but nobody at the hospital believed her because I guess the bruises and stuff was that bad. And she had like gashes and stuff on her head. That's scary. Like, I've been in a situation where a guy was just yelling at me and I was scared, so I can only imagine how scared she was.
That's crazy.
It is. So we'll continue to follow up on this story and give you guys some more details, but let's end off on a good note. Let's talk about the highlight of the week. My favorite segment, and it goes to Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens and the University of Louisville. So his alma mater, Louisville, retired his jersey today, number 8. He was the 2016 Heisman Trophy winner, and he joins Johnny Unitas as the program's only 2 players now to have their jerseys retired. So that's amazing because Johnny Unitas is like top tier. And he was quoted in saying, I just like to thank my teammates. They were with me every step of the way, every game. It's an honor, man, to see all the Lamar Jackson jerseys people wear, kids, grandmas, and grandpas. I can't thank Cardinal Nation enough. So kudos to Lamar Jackson. He is amazing, even though they just lost to the Dolphins on Thursday night, right? That was them. That was
yes,
them that
they did. That
started my week off bad because I went for them.
So theoretically, I should win the pool.
In theory. But a lot of people went for like 5 of the same games this week. Everybody went for it, which is crazy. So you might win. You just might win this week. Anyways, that is it for this episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Please tune into next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.